Audio input. Bluetooth mode. FM tuner.
Fam, your new Monday night destination from 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Join the team as we take you through the latest sports action, expect insight and fan debates. It's the perfect way to kick off your week with sports talk and fun. Don't miss out. Tune in every Monday, 8:30 to 9 p.m. on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. It's Sports Hangout. Don't miss it.
All right, a very good evening to you again. Welcome to Sport Hangout. I have the guys already in the studio. Congratulations to, Cape Verde, just like we earlier highlighted, they have gotten their automatic ticket to the 2026 FIFA World Cup for the very first time in the history of Cape Verde. Meanwhile, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, we don't know where lies our faith. We keep hoping and calculating that, we win our games, then hoping that Rwanda beats, help us to beat, South Africa. Then we can then begin to say, okay, you know what? This plus this plus this plus this. That's the situation that we are in now. I have Okwe here in the studio. Good evening. And I also have Dion as well. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're smiling, dear.
I mean, you have to be happy regardless, because I was wondering why you were, congratulating Cape Verde. But then again, they're African brothers. We have to.
I have to congratulate them because they are in the group of Cameroon.
Yeah.
And Cameroon will just be watching like this.
And exactly, Cameroon dropped the ball yet again. They
we have to congratulate them.
Yeah, drawing against Angola did not help. The Teranga Lions of Cameroon, and interestingly enough, Cape Verde even defeated Cameroon.
So
I
what
think
last month.
month.
You're telling me I shouldn't congratulate them.
Fair enough. The Islanders have done well for themselves. I think we can agree that the 70th ranked position that they occupy right now is not going to last, because I think they're definitely going to come up in the rank. Cape Verde have shown themselves to be very promising now. They've clinched their ticket, direct qualification to the 2026 World Cup for the very first time. So again, it's worthy of congratulations.
Yes, it is actually worthy of congratulations.
We as Nigerians will know our fate tomorrow.
We also have the likes of Egypt as well qualify, Senegal too. We are still looking at Benin Republic, South Africa, Nigeria in Group C. Then we have Cape Verde, just like we've mentioned. Morocco too, to an extent. Yes, they have 21 points. They've actually qualified as well. Then first in Africa. Then we have Ivory Coast too, Algeria too. They are there. Tunisia too. They are there. Ghana too is there. So this one, they will pepper you people, So they will tell you that Ghana jollof rice is better than Nigerian jollof rice. So they are there in the World Cup. So Gabon too in the World Cup, and we are still, by tomorrow we'll know whether or not we will know our faith. Anyways, before we go into all the topic of the day, let's quickly tell you that Betano again is on our platform tonight, and it is what we usually preach about, the 15% cashback. But don't also forget that on the platform there are also qualifying series. There are games on the platform. When I checked the platform, in fact it was massive. The odds they gave to Benin against Super Eagles of Nigeria is quite big. If you can just put your money on that odds and say, Benin win, then you know what that will mean for you. Benin win, or you say, Super Eagles of Nigeria win, you know how big and massive that is going to be for you. Then we also have other other countries as well. We have South Africa, who will be playing tomorrow. We have Guinea. Also, we have Somalia, we have Ivory Coast, we have Super Eagles of Nigeria against Benin Republic. This is this one that I'm so concerned about. And on the platform, it says that for draw in this fixture, 4.70, and for Benin Republic to win is 10.25. And for Super Eagles of Nigeria to win is 1.40. So likely, they are saying, in a nutshell, just carry Super Eagles somehow, because it's looking like Super Eagles might just win, and that's why they've given them 1.40. But if you get mind, carry Benin Republic. Trust me, your life will not remain the same. Your life will not remain the same. And don't forget, you have to be 18 years and above before you can engage on this platform. And also, we usually preach that you have to play responsibly as well. Seychelles still will be playing against Gambian, and for Seychelles to win is 23.00. A draw in this game is 7.90, and for Gambia to win is 1.09. Ivory Coast too, a draw is 8.00. Ivory Coast to win is 1.15. Then Kenya to win is 32.00. So the odds are quite massive, But then again, we also have the 15% cashback. So please, can you help us, Okpe?
Yes, so it's all about the 15% cashback. When it comes to Betano, there is assurance for you. Unlike the Super Eagles, that is not giving us assurance. So
that's why it's your own business. It's not me that talk it.
My brothers and sisters hanging out with us on Sports Hangout, I'm here to give you the good news that Betano have for you. It's all about the 15% cash back that you played on all casino slot game like Betano Bonanza and Chance Machine 5. They are saying that from Sunday to Monday, you just have to deposit 1,000 naira or more to play this casino slot games. And if there is not luck on your side, you don't have to bother at all. You don't have to be worried. Betano got you covered. You will win. You have 15% of all your losses up to 20,000 naira. Win or no win, Betano have you. See, even as Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, it's looking like they are not going to the World Cup. We are still in a but Betano situation. Betano have assurance for you. On Betano, we are preaching assurance. That is what I'm bringing for you. That is the good tidings I'm bringing for you on Betano. But for you to do all of this, make sure that you are 18 years plus. Please, for you to do anything on Betano platform, make sure you are 18 years plus. And I said to you, win or no win, Betano got you covered. You win 15% of all your losses up to 20,000 naira. You can't beat that rich. So what are you doing, guys? Go on Betano, www.betano.com, and start doing all those wonders. Also download the app and you start doing good things. Like Francisca have said, there are other things too you can do, but here I'm here telling you about the 15% cashback. That's the cocoa, Francisca.
All right, amazing stuff right there. So it's a collaboration between Betano and Davido. Remember Davido as well, his song where he says assurance.
That's what Betano have for you.
Assurance. So
if Super Eagles is Betano
Super Eagles is saying Amaka disappoints me, Betano disappoints me, assurance. So you, please just go straight to betano.ng. That's the URL. That's where you have to go to, betano.ng, or better still, download the app on your Android and also on your iOS. I can tell you for free that it is friendly. Engage on the platform, but you know what? You have to stake responsibly and you have to be 18 years and above. Let's take this very short break. When we come back, the show Spot Hangout will continue.
What's in the game where they tutorial you pass? You go tell them say na Betano all the time. No go tell yourself, make you follow join for the get betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engage and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Betano, the game don't start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Now only for people wey don pass 18 years. Betano na proud partner of Aston Villa. If person ask you say, wetin be the game where they tutorial you pass? You go tell them say na Betano all the time. No go dull yourself make you follow join for the ogbonge betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Betano, the game don start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Na only for people wey don pass 18 years. Betano na proud partner of Aston Villa.
All right, welcome back to the show. So it is still Sport Hangout. Thank you so much, listeners, for still, being with us. Dion, I quickly want to bring your attention. Something happened over the weekend in the Nigerian Professional Football League, and I don't want to talk about it, but we should talk about it because. See, if you ask me now, I'll say ban Nigerian Professional Football League. This is not the first time I'm saying it. Or I would say ban Kano Pillars with immediate effect and bring in another club from the second division. NNL. Honestly, because we can't be doing this so barbaric. This is. I've been following Nigerian Professional Football League for over a decade now, and it is still the same story. And at the end of the day, they come out to say, we're going to deduct 3 points and we give them a fine of 2 million naira. Whether or not they pay, we banish them from Zani Abacha Stadium. And at the end of the day, they still come back and do the same thing. Dion, we watch EPL, we watch other leagues, we watch Spanish League. And it is only in this country that when you win away from home, it's a problem. It's a problem. When you win away from home, it's a problem. They crutch the pitch. And at the end of the day, nothing happens, and that's the same reason. That's the reason why they still keep doing the same thing, especially Kano Pillars.
One more,
especially Kano Pillars. This is not the first time that we've had these issues. And at the end of the day, like I said, LMC as at then they'll come to say, banish, no this, and nothing happens. How do we get it? How do we even solve this situation?
It's whenever we think about how much we want the NPFL to get to the point whereby it's a reputable league that that would be an inspiration to other leagues in Africa.
Is that an inspiration?
That's what I'm saying.
Going on?
Then things like this happen that set us back decades of hard work. And it's really sad. It's really disappointing for one of the teams that have, that have actually been at the forefront of this league, to come up with such heinous offenses. Well, before we even get into that, let's just talk about that. The league has had them sanctioned, and this is the result: 3 points and 3 goals deducted, a fine of 9.5 million. All home games in the next 4 months to be played away from home. But now the question is it enough?
It's not enough because a life could have been lost yesterday.
Yes.
So what are we saying with that 9.5 million or whatever?
That is an amount that the club would easily afford. And you just feel like, okay, they'll just say, 3 points deducted, we'll get back to it. 9.5 million, we easily pay it off. But there needs to be stiffer penalties so that, this would not happen again. If the penalties for such offenses, would probably set some teams back a lot of money or resources or even potential relegation, I think, clubs would make sure they avoid this moving forward because it's an eyesore. It's
really an eyesore.
There's no way to put it. It's disheartening for our own league, the NPFL, to be marred by such scandalous act. And you think about it, for the league doesn't even have that much traction with some of the Nigerian fans because a lot of fans would want to focus on European football. How do we now even get the league to be attractive enough for young individuals in Nigeria who would actually buy into this when things like this are happening? It's unheard of. It's unspeakable. And I think the LMC should do a lot more moving forward. Things like this should never happen, should never repeat it, especially in the top flight of Nigerian football. We know that scandals have been happening over the years, but this is just unacceptable. At some point, no means no. Enough is enough. And I think enough is enough.
But I can tell you for free, before 14 games or before the 14 league game, another thing will happen.
We hope not, because
I can see.
It's 8th day, and we are having chaos.
It is the reality, because you can't tell me that people will then go and there will be no home victory on there. It will still happen. So if it does happen again, what then happen? Is it still the same 3 points, 9.5 million
banishment?
Is that what we should be doing all the
make
time?
Everything
because
worse.
Hold on, Okpe, because I'm sorry.
No
truth
problem.
is, I know that this is the punishment that they are going to. I already know that it is 3 points, 3 goals, 2 million naira, 9 million naira. I know. So give me something different. Give me something different.
Yeah.
So that Kano Pillars or whichever team that wants to engage in such an act, if this happens, that's the end for us this season.
Potential relegation, I think maybe.
So what are we talking about? It's quite. I don't want to talk about it, please, because if I talk about it,
we'll live here.
I've tried my best not to sound as passionate as you are because it's sad. It's sad.
Been saying,
it's really sad.
It's crazy.
It's really
and then now banish them to Casina.
Do you know why I'm saying this? I've covered a game where life is almost lost with this kind of situation.
Yeah.
I've covered Nigerian Professional Football League game. The same thing.
It's problematic.
And you still give the same punishment.
They need to change the rule book.
Come on, let's talk about Super Eagles of Nigeria, please. Enough.
Now that you're talking about Super Eagles, it's like jumping from frying pan to fire. Because if you are this enthusiastic, let me not say agitated, if you are this enthusiastic,
I feel sad.
How would you now feel thinking about the fact that the Super Eagles are on the verge of not qualifying? You probably shout. You might probably shout.
Hallelujah challenge.
So is this hallelujah challenge?
Let's just try to take it easy. Let's
take it. Yes, I understand, but it's quite unfortunate that this is happening. Honestly, so Super Eagles of Nigeria, the game against Rwanda tomorrow.
Against Benin Republic.
Benin Republic. I beg your pardon. And the head coach, Eric Child, has played down the impact of Lukman's absence, stressing that squad depth and mentality as Nigeria chase qualification. So the big question now is, are we going to miss Lukman tomorrow?
Yes, of course. We will miss Ademola Lookman because when you are going to a war, you need your arsenals, you need everything to fight the war. And this is war Nigeria is going into tomorrow to play the Cheetahs of Benin. And Genacho has also come out to say that, see, I'm going to counter-attack, I'm going to do everything possible to play Nigeria. So if you are missing a player like Ademola Lookman, I feel for Eric Chell in this time, in this period, because he has come out to say the truth, nothing but the truth. Because if anything should happen, either positively or negatively, we'll still boil down to your players, or he will give us excuses of I don't have my arsenals, something happened and all of that. So Lookman is very important to Team Nigeria, but without him, let's see how tomorrow games
but the question is, has he been playing his best football? So
that's another question.
If you saw the game against
but he has been starting.
Yes, he has been starting.
He has been using him, because if he's not playing well for Eric Chell, Eric Chell will not start him.
He's the best player in Africa.
So
can you afford to not start a player like that? It's unfortunate that he had the issue. Yeah, I know, but he had the issue with his club. But while some players might be important, if he's not playing at his best, you play people who are playing at their best.
Absolutely.
Akpo Adams had the debut. He came off the bench and he scored. He scored a goal that eventually helped us, give us more hope that we are still clinging on to today. So I'm saying, my point is, you have players on the bench. While Lookman has not had the best form of fitness because of the issues he had with Atalanta during, the transfer window. But now, if you have hungrier players who are willing to do
are the hungrier players?
This is a match we need to win.
You are saying hungrier player, but do you know that out of the 11 strikers that have been called since the beginning of this World Cup qualifier, they have only scored 11.
We've not really scored goals, but I think under Eric Chell,
all of them put together.
There's a certain player called Olaiton Ishola. You might hear that name, you might think, he's Nigerian. No, he plays for Benin Republic. He has promised to score against us tomorrow. So when you have certain players like that, you need to play people that would deliver. Lookman is a big player, he's one of the best, but if he doesn't have the best form, don't play him.
There's no point.
That's simple.
Still sticking with you, Dion. So the coach, Benin Republic talking about Genacho, has come out to stress the fact that his midfielder Cisse and defender Johan Roche will miss the trip to Uyo. So is this an advantage for the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
If we had our way, we'll pray all of them miss the trip. But then again, we don't have our way, and we have to hope for the best. But those players, would definitely be a huge miss, because I think the last game I was hoping that late goal they scored really broke a lot of hearts, because Benin Republic were on the verge of dropping points in their last game before they scored that last goal. Now, some of the players in the midfield are going to be absent. To be honest, Genoro is a manager that I think we should be really afraid of. That game is not going to be easy. I hope the Super Eagles show a lot of urgency from the start. I don't like the way they started the game against Lesotho, but now against this Benin Republic on the home turf, playing in front of the home crowd, I really hope the fans, would fill up the stadium, galvanize the team, give them a lot of support. We need to see that urgency and dispatch this game as quickly as possible, because our qualification is still not in our hands. We might win against Benin Republic, but we still have to hope that South Africa do us a favor and drop points. So then again, it's messy.
Anyway, then again, it is messy. Let's quickly go for this break. When we come back, we quickly wrap up with the show.
Better gaming experience wey person no fit forget. A, to use your data dey watch match early momo. B, dey listen to your uncle wey be ogbonge sports guru. C, Betano. The correct answer na Betano. No go tell yourself make you join the Oga Patapata betting platform for inside Naija wey get different betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging, plenty jara features, and we go welcome you with bonus of 200,000 naira. Betano, the game don start. Bet responsibly. Only for people wey don pass 18 years. Betano na proud partner of Aston Villa. If person ask you say wetin be the game wey dey totori you pass, you go tell them say na Betano all the time. No go tell yourself make you follow join for the ogbonge betting options, fast cash out, missions wey dey engaging, and get welcome bonus wey fit reach 200,000 naira. Betano, the game don start. Make you dey bet responsibly. Na only for people wey don pass 18 years. Betano na proud partner of Aston Villa.
All right, welcome back to the show. Okpe, quickly, would you want to reiterate the 15% cashback from Betano?
Yes, so because that's what concerns me. I'm here to tell Nigeria that, see, with Betano, you have assurance. Assurance day for you, Brekete. It's all about the 15% cashback on casino slot games like Betano Bonanza and Chance Machine 5. What they are telling you is that you deposit 1,000 naira every Sunday till Monday, and it's all about the 15% cashback, like I said earlier. Of all your losses, they'll give you 15% back, up to 20,000 naira. Can you beat that? This can only happen on Betano, and this is what I'm telling you, that we assure you that nothing do you, even if you lose in your loss, Betano got you covered. They will refund you of all your 15% losses up to 20,000 naira. So what are you doing, guys? Rush down now, go to betano.ng and start betting. It is real. Make sure you are 18 years and above to do this.
Thank you so much. So you have to just quickly engage on the platform, and also don't forget that the World Cup qualifying series also on the platform as well. So go engage on the platform, but you have to be 18 years and above, and you have to play responsibly. If you do all of those things, trust me, Betano has got you covered. So back to the stories. Let's quickly take this one before we call it a wrap on the show. So we saw the likes of Ghana eventually beating the likes of Comoros on Sunday. That was yesterday, and there happens to be another African team that has actually clinched the ticket for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. So we have the likes of Algeria, Egypt, Morocco, and Tunisia. So that's that for the World Cup qualifying series in Africa. Then going to the European countries, we saw England, Dion striker Oli Watkins will miss the World Cup qualifying qualifier. That's tomorrow, because he's got injury. So with this absence actually affects the team in any way?
I mean, England is stacked. They should probably book their place this week. Teams like England, Portugal, Switzerland, and France set to clinch their own qualification. And I think a player like Oli Watkins, England are stacked in terms of quality. Would he be a huge miss? I don't really think so, but and I think they'll be fine either way.
All right, congratulations once again to Cape Verde. They've done well for themselves. And we also saw the story, Zinedine Zidane, who has actually confirmed, who spoke on Sunday that he would one day like to coach the French national team, but did not say if he was open to take over from the outgoing boss, talking talking about Didier Deschamps. Then the question now is Zinedine Zidane. We've always known him to be a good coach when it comes to the team level. But we are saying the likes of Ancelotti do great stuff with Brazil, even though some people are of the opinion that he might not win the World Cup, but he will bring stability to the team first before any other thing. Could he still be the same thing for Zinedine Zidane?
Yeah, it is. Baba should just come out straight, because I don't know why he's just trying to. He wants
Manchester United. Why is Manchester United not looking out for Zidane?
No.
I don't think he wants to.
Zidane has been, when
he has just been in the corner waiting for the right job.
He's
for
being
him.
groomed for the France job.
Do you understand?
So I think it's a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time, like Dion said. He should just come out straight. He's just trying to,
But will he do well with the French national team?
It's a quality team. He's expected to do well, and given what he's been able to do at Madrid, you expect him to do the best.
All right. Let's see if that will eventually happen for Zinedine Zidane. But I can tell you that he's actually a very good coach. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for being part of the show. And that's the size of the show tonight. We'll get to see you again on next week, Monday, right?
Yes. To tell you if we eventually qualify.
Okay. Thank you also to our amazing producer.
I'll bring good news from Betano for you guys.
All right, that's the size of the show. So Sport Hangouts will be back again next week, but don't forget, engage on the Betano platform.
Yes,
until then, see you next week Monday. Is good night and good evening.
Before you say your good night, I won't be I'm not putting so much effort or energy into it, especially for the fact that Nigeria has to rely on South Africa to drop. I don't have that.
Patriotic.
I don't have that energy.
Be patriotic.
I don't have that energy and that strong.
Do you engage Hallelujah Challenge?
Yeah.
Please, can you pray?
I have
Can you kabash?
I have other things that God has to answer.
Thank you,
Mike.
Other team don't
Hallelujah Challenge.
Pascal, beg.
Anyways, good night.
I wish you the best as you watch them.
Thank you.
Bye. So those are the crew for Sports Hangouts. Of course, banking and praying for Nigeria to win. I would have prayed, but we all know, well, it's a dicey situation. But I wish them all the best. Well, it is 8:59.